Josh, can I be bold with that?
Yeah, please.
If you're listening to this podcast and you stormed the Capitol this week, or you are, I don't know, a child of the president, one of the blonde ones, you don't get to listen to podcasts.
No, you don't. You're off the platform.
You get nothing fun.
Yeah, you're not allowed anymore.
Room and think what you've done.
Yeah, Apple and Spotify actually emailed us specifically, and they were like, if there's anyone you want to kick off of your listenership, this is the time to do it. Put in their emails here.
I know we were putting out so much content that those kind of people would love.
Yeah, exactly.
They love earnest comedy by two liberals in Chicago.
Yeah, I was going to say our deep, dark secret is that our 50% of our listenership is through Parler.
It's been a wild week.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Josh and I want to tell everyone, like, we're recording this on Sunday, and the way the world changes when this comes out on Tuesday, do not get mad at us if this is tone deaf.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
If they're like, why did they talk about the fact that like Trump is in timeout? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a poo-poo duty head.
Yeah, like hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
The world just changes so fast.
But if if this is tone deaf, I'm the one editing this week, so you can yell at me.
Oh, good. Can I tell you now? Of course, I can't believe we have to say this. Josh and I do not support the coup.
Yeah, right. Obviously, this is like just quick. The 15-second version of this is like, this is terrorism. It's domestic terrorism. Yes, it's white nationalist terrorism. Yes, it's sad and shocking to see it, but maybe not surprising. But it's also like no qualifiers, terrorism.
Yes. It is funny that part of Trump's punishment is he's kicked off of Spotify.
Yeah, or
funny.
Also Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stealing a joke from someone else here. I don't remember who this was. I would like to credit them. But
it's yours now. Rule of jokes.
But they were like, yes, because so many people were getting radicalized as they were redoing their bathrooms.
Yeah. I just love that, like, he cannot get a playlist.
Yeah, right.
Can I tell you, though, my unique reaction to
Please, yeah.
Okay. So I used to be so into politics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all are into politics now, but like I majored in political science. I worked in DC, worked for C-SPAN, was a professional journalist specializing in politics. Like, I was obsessed. And so people keep reaching out to me for like my opinion on stuff, which first off, that is expired. I'm no longer like 23. But people keep reaching out to me being like, so Paula, you know about this stuff. How do they implement the 25th Amendment? And what does it look like to do a second impeachment that includes a clause that he can never run for office again? And I'm like, you do not learn any of that. They never covered that in like a level 200 American politics class. They're never like, what do you do if a madman takes over the presidency and tries to use white supremacists to organize a coup? They don't talk about that.
Yeah. What happens if we pass a law that does say there's free pizza for lunch for everyone?
Yeah. I have like a very useless Obama era, like political science degree. And I really love people thinking that I'm like smart enough to answer any of those questions, but I am Googling it the same way.
Yeah.
As everyone else.
It's like a perfect use of the like, let me Google that for you website.
Yes. It is so funny that like, it's so natural now. Like, it's like, of course, for 4 years, we've been like, well, what does the 25th Amendment look like and stuff? But like, you don't learn about any of this in school.
Yeah, they're not teaching you edge cases.
No, we never thought this was going to happen. I'm like, do you want to hear about the legislative process?
Yeah. I have a very fun song-based video about how a bill becomes a law. But for real, folks, just take care of everyone around you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Only do as much news as you feel like you can handle while still being engaged. Call your elected officials. Fun pro tip that I learned is that I don't love talking to strangers on the phone. And I have sometimes not called my elected officials because I was worried about having a conversation with a random staffer. If you call them at 5:01 p.m. local time for them, it's going to go to voicemail. and they're going to listen to that voicemail the next day. You could just leave a voicemail, and it works really well. But yeah, call your elected officials, push for impeachment. It's important that there's both an impeachment, and it doesn't matter. There's only like 12 days. That doesn't matter. Like, it's a precedent. You got to set a precedent.
And also, like, of course, if you live in a red state or if you have Republicans representing you or in the House or the Senate, definitely call them. Definitely call. Please, I am begging you to call them. It makes a huge, huge difference because, of course, like Republicans more traditionally like are on the fence about supporting impeachment. They take those calls into account hardcore. But even if you're represented by Democrats who are, I mean, we're in Chicago, like it's like the people who are like screaming for impeachment. It's still so important to call. If you want any pro tips, literally reach out to me. I love calling my elected officials.
Don't know about the 25th Amendment. Do know about calling elected officials.
I would be surprised if they don't know me by name. So I'm happy to tell you everything. But you can use a script. You don't have to talk to them. You can email them. Easy.
Welcome to Being Earnest, a very sincere podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Paula.
And we're not going to talk about politics anymore this week.
I want to. It helps if I read the news 24 hours a day.
And drink coffee the entire time. What's our sincere and earnest topic this week, Paula?
Our sincere and earnest topic this week is vitamins.
Vitamins.
Josh, do you take them?
I took vitamin D for a little while because my doctor was like, you're pale as fuck.
Like, would you say they're like vitamins are like the ones in your food, and then the vitamins that you take like a pill of would be like loose leaf vitamins?
No, I think loose leaf vitamins are the ones where you can't buy them in the store. Like, you know how you can buy a capsule and then put something in it? Like you put the two pieces together. That's a loose leaf vitamin. It's like you've crushed something up in a mortar and pestle like it's a drug, and you've put it in this bespoke capsule. That's a loose leaf vitamin.
Okay.
And then the like bagged vitamins are the ones like a tea bag that you would get is the ones that you get in the store. And then organic vitamins are the ones that you'd get just straight from eating the food.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you talking about when you say the tea vitamins that come in a bag?
Oh, no, I was just extending the metaphor that if it were loose leaf vitamins are to you make your own capsule.
Got it.
Tea bag is to you buy concentrated like vitamin C at the store.
Tea bag vitamins.
I'm not. They're separate things. It's.
And you call yourself a vitamin namer?
I do think I like the idea that it's someone's job to just squeeze and then simmer down and reduce like 1,000 oranges to make one of those vitamin C capsules. I know you can do it with science. I don't know how you can do it with science, but I like the idea that there's like a whole factory where they're like dum 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 dum, like
they're stomping them with their little feet.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say like it's like loose leaf vitamins and then lump sum vitamins.
Okay.
Those are the capsules. I'm holding up my little probiotics here. And then there's au natural.
Hey Paula, I don't think probiotics are vitamins. They're biotics.
No, they're it's like a type of vitamin.
They're biotics. They're
look at my eye, and you tell me then why it is sold in the vitamin aisle of Target.
So
I really love that you're like, oh, no, we need to break it down because we might do a biotics episode.
Yeah.
You're like, you gotta save the sweet probiotics content.
Probiotics are beneficial bacteria.
Ew, I don't want bacteria in my body. Get it out.
No, bacteria are good. Gut health's good.
Ew,
you want good ones.
In the toilet.
No, Paula, these are like the Osmosis Jones bacteria, not like the other gross bacteria.
Did you watch Osmosis Jones in school?
Science. Yeah, science class.
The teacher would be like hungover as shit.
Yeah, exactly. I've only seen Osmosis Jones in a science class setting.
Yes. I do think there is like a weird genre of movies and TV shows that were created specifically for hungover science teachers.
Yes.
Like, has anyone ever been like, honey, let's get in the car and go to the movie theater to see Osmosis Jones? No.
No. I feel the same way. Like Gattaca?
Oh, yeah.
No one's seen Gattaca outside of your high school, like, genetics class.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yes. It's like, I tried to Google it to see what it's about. And it's like, are you talking about the Argentinian boxer? Yes.
It's the one with Jude Law, and like it's a post-apocalyptic world where certain people have altered DNA and certain people don't.
Yes. It's like, and Contagion is another one. It's like, those are movies that exist specifically to be shown in the classroom. You can't even, and Bill Nye the Science Guy is another.
Yeah, though I feel like I watched Bill Nye at home as a kid. Like I would watch that one on PBS, but a lot of my middle school curriculum was just, all right, we're popping in Bill Nye.
100%. They're like, this guy will teach you better than I can.
So like Eyewitness videos.
Oh yeah.
The like with the whole like that flies through the like the museum.
Yes. And there were then there were also like magazines that were only
of Eyewitness. Yeah, of Eyewitness.
Eyewitness magazine, I think.
Yeah.
There is a whole media empire out there that is just for teachers who are too hungover to teach.
Yes, definitely.
I love that.
Yeah. Also, the Eyewitness theme song, absolute banger. Totally still have it in my head. Have it going in my head right now.
Anywhere in an Eyewitness.
It's like the do 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 do
Yes.
do 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 do
Oh!
do 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 do.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Oh my God. Yes.
It like flies through the tiger roars or the like lion roars or whatever.
Wow.
Now all we have is educational TikTok.
Oh God. They're like doing the dancing, like an atom is made up of nucleus.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Is that true? Atom is nucleus?
Just to circle back. So the reason that probiotics and vitamins are in the same aisle is they're both supplements.
Well, do you think then this episode is vitamins and supplements?
Well, I'm on I just Googled the term, what are vitamins?
Okay.
And I have on medicalnewstoday.com, what are vitamins and how do they work?
Okay.
Vitamins are organic compounds that people need in small quantities. Okay. Most vitamins need to come from food because the body either does not produce them or produces very little.
Okay, fun.
Each organism has different vitamin requirements. For example, humans need to get vitamin C from their diets, while dogs can produce all the vitamin C that they need.
What? Wait. What? Dogs are making their own vitamin C?
I guess so. It's like a photosynthesis situation, but they're just creating oranges inside their own blood.
Give them too much love. Turn it into it.
Yeah, it's the vitamin C cycle. That's what you learn. It's that it starts with belly scratches and butt pats.
Yeah.
And that goes through their bloodstream.
They wag the tail to push it through.
Yes, exactly. And that produces the vitamin C. Then that gets turned into vitamin kisses, which then they have to get out by licking.
You know, I'm really trying in 2021 to learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
And most days it's just like what like a teen bought at Target, and I see that video on TikTok and I go, very cool. And so that's not like a useful thing. That's not like a useful thing. But today, learning that dogs produce their own vitamin C, that is a good thing.
Yes. Yes. Ugh, so beautiful. Now it does say that we need them in small quantities.
So you should take 400% a day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, every vitamin is like, this is 3,000 times your daily recommended dose.
And I'm like, so I should take 7.
Yeah, right, exactly.
21,000% of my vitamin D.
Well, that is 100% like what they're doing. Like, have you ever bought Airborne, the like vitamin C supplement?
Yes, Josh, the answer to have I bought vitamin anything is yes.
Yeah. Well, because the recommended for Airborne, which may honestly just be placebo, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
The recommended daily amount is 4 tablets of it. And it's like, first off,
you better have a budget of $70,000 for airborne a day.
Right, because that's what I'm trying to say. Is like that can't be good for you, and it's like clearly they're just trying to sell more airborne, just unabashedly are like take more so you use more and then need to buy more because we're not regulated by the FDA because supplements aren't regulated by the FDA necessarily.
Right. You can just do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want and just say it's a supplement.
Now, what I do like about vitamins is it causes all of us to become our own doctors. This is reminding me of when I was an election judge, because one thing they don't tell you in election judge training, and I like to warn people, is you are working with the craziest, most bizarre human beings who have climbed out of a sewer.
Sure.
Like there's like people who want to help democracy, and then there's people that dropped in from outer space saying, this looks fun, let's try this.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a woman who I thought was fairly normal by election judge standards. And we were chatting and she goes, well, that's why I eat all those apples. And I was like, what? She eats, are you ready? 11 apples a day. She says she eats 11 apples a day. She replaces meals with apples. She finds by constantly eating apples, she gets all the vitamins she needs. She's eating 11 apples every day.
It's like a bushel of apples.
It is a bushel and a pack of apples.
So the problem is, let's play a game called How Many
do you like them apples?
Yeah, it's called How Do You Like Them Apples? And the question is, what is the number that it goes from this is healthy to you would get apple poisoning?
3. 3.
See, for me, it's like I didn't know what the number was, but 11 is past that threshold.
11 is past the threshold. And also, like, imagine working next to somebody like that. Imagine working next to someone and it's like, you see him eat an apple and you're like, okay, normal breakfast. You see him eat a second apple. You're like, okay, well, I guess I like apples. 7 or 8 apples in, you have got to be starting to ask them questions.
Yeah, exactly. Also, imagine that person not composting. Like they also don't compost, but they create 11 apple cores a day.
That person 100% doesn't compost.
Yeah. Now, how many oranges do you think would be orange poisoning?
I feel like oranges would have a lower tolerance than apples. I feel like 2 oranges.
But I eat like a whole. So my favorite part of this time of year is that clementines are in season.
Yeah.
And I just rip and grip those bad boys. I have a thing because I have acute anxiety. Is that I have to, when I peel a clementine, my goal is always to do it in one piece, not do it in multiple pieces. Got to be one piece. And if I do it in less than that, then I beat up on myself.
Mm-hmm. We understand.
It's not a joke, just the truth.
Yeah. One of those things, like the whole weight of the world rests on like that one piece.
Yeah, right. Exactly. If I can't do this, then I can't do anything. Nothing I've done in the entire day is worth anything, and I should just go lie down and give up.
Brains are so fun. But you know what I love most about her and the apples?
Uh-huh.
There's no way that came from a scientist. There's no way that came from a study. There's that 100% she made that up in her head. But I guess that's all you can do.
Oh, she saw one article once that was like, apples happen to have all of the vitamins that you need. And then she did her own, she crunched the numbers, literally crunched the numbers.
She's like, I got this.
Yeah. It's like, if I have 11, that'll cover everything, right? Like 2 years from now, she's super famous on like an apple only diet that she's created.
Pretty much. I mean, how much other stuff could you be eating?
If I'd be so full.
Yeah.
That'd be so full.
Full of that sweet apple nectar.
Gross.
Joshua Linden.
Paula's gags.
How much vitamin water are you drinking on a daily basis?
I'm more of a Gatorade boy.
The difference is Gatorade's for sport, vitamins for every day.
Yeah, exactly. Vitamins for the everyday athlete.
Yes.
Yeah, it does feel like vitamin water is like it's your like casual version of Powerade and Gatorade. And it was okay to drink just as like a thing to drink, like a Coke or a Pepsi or something like that.
Yeah, it's the working man's Gatorade. I do think that vitamin water is one of those things that is like now extremely dated. And if people don't know what we mean, you probably are picturing it, but like Coke, I think it was by Coke.
I think it's owned by one of those two companies.
Oh, by one of those companies. It was a water called vitamin water. It tasted like close your eyes. Open your eyes. Picture if you mixed piss and Crystal Light.
Yeah.
Tasted horrible. But it would be so clear on the side being like 100% of lictaminopitai, 300% of thiamine, like all these made up vitamins. And you're like, well, I don't know the last time I took thiamine.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And I feel like it only exists in my mind as something you drink when you were hungover and couldn't find Gatorade. Mm-hmm. But there was always one person who was like, no, this is 100% the thing that you should be drinking to feel better. Like they were like a hardcore vitamin water stand.
Yeah.
Or two,
for vitamin water. They were a vitamin water ambassador.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like a native advertising. Or B, it was like a little treat for yourself from the high school vending machine.
Oh yeah. I was going to say it has real main character of the high school vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't bring a soda to class, but like the like slow walk in with like a vitamin water, you're like, yeah, I guess I'm just like the girl who has vitamin water. And
I guess I'm just different. You could bring soda to class?
No. Could you bring soda?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was the Wild West.
No gum, no soda, no hats.
Whoa. Yeah, no, we could do all of those things.
I did go to school in the 1780s.
Okay, gotcha. We were also in a one-room classroom. I was the only woman allowed to be educated.
I had to ring the bell to call out to the sheep. It's time to come in. It's time to come in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there were different rules and things like that, or like technology rules and things like that. Like definitely you couldn't look at your phone and things like that. But generally, like there was no dress code, or maybe there was like an unofficial dress code where it was like, don't show your midriff, which felt sexist.
No midriff, no spaghetti straps.
Yep. Yeah, the 2000s, that decade, which we still don't have a name for, the aughts, I don't know, pre-2010.
Not the aughts.
Yeah.
What are we, old-timey like merchants?
Yeah. It feels like there were a lot of rules specifically against spaghetti straps. Like that was the number one hazard to teen women was spaghetti straps.
We were like, you better not be getting in here with that spaghetti strap.
Yeah.
So you'd have to layer it. You'd have to wear the spaghetti strap over the chunky, tank top.
Okay.
So you'd still give the illusion of a spaghetti strap.
A whisper of spaghetti strap.
Or you'd wear like an ugly little cardigan or like a shrug, basically.
Or a poncho.
Yes. But the point is you'd wear a little shrug that your mom got for you at Kohl's over the spaghetti strap so people still could kind of like know what you were wearing. Got
it. Paula, what do you think is the royalty or even a Mount Rushmore, dare I say, of vending machine purchases? Because there's like a hierarchy, you know what I mean? Like there's cool things to get from the vending machine and from a normal vending machine. Like the one you'd find in your high school, the one you'd find in the work break room, that kind of thing. Not like this is a cool Japanese vending machine that gives you sushi.
Yeah, no. Are we talking the food vending machine or the liquid vending machine?
Why not both, baby?
Wow. This is truly kind of 2021 is our year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously Diet Coke for me. Mm-hmm. Right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think one of the slots needs to be for like an OG. You know what I mean? Like an OG, like that's it's a Coke. It's the solid Coke. It's the Diet Coke. It's not your like Coke Zero. It's like one of the normal Cokes.
Yeah, because Coke Zero is what you get when you go, well, they're out of diet.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or you're like, I've had 4 normal Cokes and like Coke Zero is purportedly better for me. I might as well, maybe.
Coke Zero should say, the tagline should be Coke Zero, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, but I have to say it has to be like a mainstream soda. You cannot get like one of those weird purple Mountain Dews or something because now you've made a choice.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's yeah. One of them is just like it's a founding father of vending machines.
Sierra Mist.
Yeah, sure. I would say Sprite, but sure.
Yeah, Sierra Mist or Sprite.
Yes.
Coke, Diet Coke. I'll let you do a root beer or a Dr. Pepper.
Sure. But Dr. Pepper's about as spicy as you can get with this thing.
Those are your OGs. And then the second is like the teen boy video game player of drinks, which is your Mountain Dews, your variants of Mountain Dews, your Surge, your vitamin water.
So interesting. I don't think of vitamin water as being in that category. Like a Red Bull for sure. Or like a Rockstar energy drink.
Yeah.
The kind that like makes you want to poop yourself for 6 hours afterwards, but you did it because you needed to stay up to finish that paper.
Yeah.
Or beat that boss.
But hear me out. There's really not as much difference between like a high schooler who goes in early to use the weight room every day and like a video game boy. You know? I think there's a Venn diagram, and I think your vitamin waters, your Gatorades, blue Gatorade.
It's the center Powerade. There. Yeah, the center there is commitment to craft.
Right.
Is what we're talking about.
Dedication to bettering yourself.
Yeah. So what's interesting is that like I think that Gatorade and Powerade, you can also make a 3-way Venn diagram with like popular girls, and vitamin water is in the center of all of those, but Gatorade and Powerade aren't.
That's a good point. Vitamin water could definitely be like one of the cool basketball girls just got done with like sports practice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I feel like you can't drink a vitamin. Okay, hot spicy take here. You're not allowed to drink a vitamin water if you're not in some form of sweatpants or athletic pants.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like somebody fully decked out, most stylish outfit, full Chanel, big Prada hat, just really looking like the beautiful new wife from Parent Trap, right? Like so stylish, and then cracking open a red vitamin water.
Yeah, right. The like XXX vitamin water flavor.
Like, the only thing is like if she's like faint from going to too many fashion shows.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, what you need is like sweatpants that have written on them either like the school musical you were just in, the high school team that you are a part of where you've got your number on the sweatpants.
Yeah.
Or they're just like Kohl's sweatpants that your mom got you as you're playing video games in your video game chair. Like all of those are acceptable.
Or it's a university that you have no chance of getting into.
Yeah, but you toured once.
Or like you really like their sports team, but like your grades are not there. All right, getting back, because now I'm obsessed with this world of vending machines we've created. Now I think that you get 2 treats, and one is trying to be practical, and one is fucking.
Yeah.
I shouldn't swear. One of them is trying to be practical.
Paula, we swear all the time on this podcast.
I've never sworn in my life. One of them is like practical, and then one of them is just like, why do they carry this in this vending machine?
Yes.
That is you know what I think of when I think of that? Pork rinds.
Yeah, no, totally. Or like my middle school vending machine once had Coney Island hot dog flavored chips in it.
Yes, it's something that the kindly 75-year-old man that stocks it goes, kids would like this. It's like a chocolate cream hand pie.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it's like Hostess.
It's one of those meals. And I'm specifically thinking of Second City with this. They would sometimes have just a disgusting looking, basically dinner that you like pull off the top and put it in the microwave when you didn't have time to go home before a show.
Ugh, no.
That existed in high school too. Like you don't want to eat what's in the cafeteria. You need food for dinner. Like a gross, like this should not be a meal, but like there's chicken in it.
Yeah. Or even just like even an Uncrustable, which are dope, but like I don't know that I want my Uncrustable from an Uncrustable is a processed peanut butter and jelly. I would call it hand pie because it doesn't have crust. It's like a British meat pastry, but
Ooh.
happens to have jelly in it.
Buongiorno.
It's a peanut butter and jelly inside from Smucker's.
And
But yeah, it's gross.
that is the option that you get when either no one's around or you want attention.
Yes, it's nowhere in between.
Yeah,
Only
there's
those
nowhere in
two.
between. It is probably my default to
Got
get
it.
when I was like that age. I do still love like a weird chip or something. And
Yeah.
then I think the fourth slot has to just be like an OG snack, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say the fourth one is like it's either like Lay's or Ruffle. Well, there's two different ways it could go, right? Where it's like just a bag of chips, like a
Mhm.
good bag of chips,
Mhm.
or it's peanut M&Ms, the greatest candy ever created.
What you don't know could fill a book.
Know what else I like? And
What?
no one can take me off this, is that the perfect movie theater food is Junior Mints.
What if I took this very heavy coffee mug and I just slammed it into the computer? You just see my screen shatter.
Junior Mints are great.
I can't
Junior
do
Mints forever.
Junior Mint to me tastes like somebody took toothpaste, sliced it up, dipped it in chocolate, and then was like, yum, yum, yum.
Oh my! So one, agree to disagree. Two, there was actually, I was on TikTok. I got on TikTok with this week, folks. I'm talking about TikTok all the time. I know I'm way behind the trend. Someone suggested that a budget after dinner mint that you could do.
I literally just tweeted about this.
Maybe that's where I saw it.
And then someone took it from my tip. No, I'm just kidding. But I just tweeted about this. I remember seeing this article. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's basically like, here's a hack. And it's like, take your tube of toothpaste, freeze it, slice it, and use the frozen slices of toothpaste to be an after dinner mint.
100%.
Okay, two things. One, gross. Two, what are you doing that you're around people that you feel like you need to give an after dinner mint? It's a pandemic, people.
Now, that is from a magazine. I think it was a Girls' Life magazine. Vividly remember it from like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
In what world is it cheaper for you to freeze toothpaste than it is for you to buy mints?
Yeah, opportunity cost.
Second off, the original article also had a little blurb from a doctor being like, yum, this is a great hack. Just remember to only have one. Josh, so we've done the top four.
Yeah.
The Mount Rushmore. But now I'm wondering, you get one slot. You are president of the world. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you.
You did it.
I think this was a bad idea for them to elect me, but sure.
You didn't even run.
No, I know.
You won on write-in. They said to celebrate you, the top right corner of every single vending machine for now from eternity is going to be one thing of your choosing.
Ooh.
And it will have a little beautiful gold cursive font. It will say Josh's pick.
And
what is it? Now, I will also say it is a waste if you pick something that is already often in vending machines.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. So we're talking about something that's shelf stable that can be in a vending machine.
Could be a liquid or a food.
Mm-hmm.
But just know that like whatever this is kind of going to have like your name literally written on it. And second off, like whenever someone's going to have it, they're going to be like, this is the Josh pick.
So imagine like a smaller, like peanut butter jar sized version of those, the pretzels with the peanut butter in the middle of them, or when you shake them, you can hear the peanut butter on the inside. Yeah. Those. That's my
time that you took a thing that doesn't really exist, which is a peanut butter jar size of those.
No, but that's what makes it so special.
Yeah, I do like that because then you can really get your name on that logo.
Yeah, right. Exactly. These are like we can call them Josh's treats.
Ooh.
Because it always feels like I love them and they're so delicious and I can't stop eating them, but it does feel like I'm giving myself a dog treat every time I have one.
That is 100% accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Paula?
I think mine would be, now, do you remember in middle school when they would split up the boys and the girls and everybody would have a talk about their changing bodies?
Yes, 100%.
And
just around the corner.
The girls would be given a small white silk drawstring bag that inside was tampons and stuff.
No, we didn't get that. We just got like, don't impregnate people.
Yeah, we got all the girls, and I don't know why we would have got it because we were a broke ass school, but you got a little white silk drawstring bag that had a bunch of stuff in it, which also like white, like whatever.
Very virginal.
I would love to have a bunch of those white silk drawstring bags, normally filled with pads, and instead it's filled with bespoke flavors of Jelly Belly jelly beans. Like
Paula's picks.
Paula's Picks, beautiful little pouch. And then I imagine you tie it to your waistcoat. And then as you wanted throughout the day, you could undo the drawstring and eat it.
Mm.
And it would have like only the good kinds. It would have like the buttered popcorn, the cream soda.
Those are the good kinds.
Good kinds, yeah.
No, buttered popcorn literally tastes like licking a movie theater floor.
No.
Yeah.
No. You eat Junior Mints at the movie theater. Your opinion does not count here. But imagine how regal, like almost like a side bag, like what you would think of in like the Regency era. But it's just
yeah. Because people didn't have pockets. Yeah. I also like the idea, if I can throw one more out here, which would be like good ramen. Like not just cup of noodles, like the next step up.
Yeah, like the kind that like when you go to like H Mart, you can get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do really love, with the exception of ramen, that you and I both pick snacks that don't exist.
Well, like, okay, our imagine.
Oh, I would pick.
Paula, you put us in a beautiful, wonderful, magical place of fantasy. So I'm gonna run with that. I'm gonna play in that sandbox. You know what I mean?
I'm with that.
Yeah. Now, Paula, I do want to jump on something real fast here.
Beep, beep.
Unbelievable that the people who made vitamin water got away with just branding something like water, but with vitamins. What else could we slap vitamin in front of that we think we could sell?
Well, you know what I think is very cool, and I say this as someone who not famously, but somebody who runs a frozen meal review account, right?
Oh yeah, well you're more famous with it than like anyone who eats normal frozen meals.
Thank you. Now what they do with those is they're dramatically unhealthy, right? They're horrible for you. But they will put a little tag on it being like a great source of thiamine. Like, and you're like, well, yeah, I mean, because like by nature of you eating it, like there's got to be like 3% of something in there. You know what I mean?
Right. It is made up of stuff.
Right. So I really do love a world where like any food arguably has like some sort of vitamin in it.
Yeah, but yeah, we are the branding experts,
right?
Who are going to take this into a like sporty market, right?
I mean, you know, we could definitely take like I bet we would do a killing with like pre-washed bags of vegetables and saying they're vitamin vegetables. So like if you were in Whole Foods and you're pushing your little cart and you see there's kale and vitamin kale, like you're gonna buy the vitamin kale.
Yeah, totally. Vitamin enriched kale.
Yes, you gotta find the like thing that people are like, well, this feels more healthy, and then you gotta slap vitamin. Like people who are looking at vitamin water originally saw a Coke and then was like vitamin water.
Yeah, or they were like, I feel bad about having a Dasani like spring water because I'm going to use up the like it's going to bring plastic in the world. But then they're like, oh, well, but maybe I'll get plastic with this vitamin water.
Right.
Now,
I feel like you have a hot take.
I do. Now, let me hit you with this. I've got two here.
Okay.
Vitamin cake.
Cute.
And vitamin pot pie.
Vitamin pot pie. That is the name of an improv group. Dibs. I don't do improv anymore, but like, let's take it just in case.
Yeah, just in case it's ours.
Vitamin pot pie is so adorable.
Well, because you could be like, yeah, it's got carrots, it's got peas. Here's all the stuff in it. And it's like, yeah, also it's like just all butter.
Yeah. And butter has calcium, vitamin pot pie.
Yeah. And also, yes, and it's like all the additives to preserve it so that it can be frozen.
Yes.
But I also like the idea of vitamin cake. So here's the thing. I think you try to get away with like a carrot cake. Like you try to get away with something that's, or even like a devil's food cake. Like you go all the way towards like a lava cake. And you're like, yeah, but like we did it with these like we're using einkorn flour to make it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or it's that, or it's a vitamin cake is like a individual like almost like a communion wafer that you could take that's like, it's packed with antioxidants.
You know what? I think we actually might have a business with that. And they're $14.99 for a pack of 2. And we just got to get like one celebrity in.
Right. All we need is one marathoner to be like, I put these in my fanny pack when I run.
Yeah, I'm always shoving down vitamin cake.
Yeah. I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the hit graduation song. Is it called Graduation?
I think it's called Graduation.
By Vitamin C.
By Vitamin C. Yes, it's called Graduation. Friends Forever. Graduation parenthesis Friends Forever.
Got it. Yeah, if you haven't heard it, you probably have.
You have. As we go on, we
remember.
Now, there is, I think, a next level of one-hit wonder where they find just an absolute niche. They're like, there is no song that covers this specific event. And you know she is probably still making so much money from that song.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. You don't need to release a good song. It just needs to be a song that is applicable in a situation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like event specific one-hit wonders.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I mean, let's even talk about this historically. Like, who wrote the hora, the Jewish line dance? Like, who wrote that?
Somebody wrote it and they found a niche and they filled it. And that's our 2021 energy.
Yes, exactly. Make something that's good once and then get dividends forever off of it.
Good. Make something that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know,
like,
it's like anybody who releases a song that's just like a dance that has the steps built in, like where it's like to the right, to the right, to the like anything like that. You're gonna have yourself a hit on your hands. That is what we call a passive investment.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You put in the work once to create the Cupid shuffle.
Yes.
And then you just know that you're just going to keep raking in those royalty checks from every bar mitzvah.
So what we need to decide are what are a couple events that there is no song for that we need to fill. That we're going to invite ourselves or our listeners. We'll split the royalties with you if you write it.
Okay, here.
We
ready?
Write it, we get all of it. Yeah.
You ready? We need a retirement party song.
Oh,
because here's the thing. No songs about it. We don't always celebrate it in a way because we kind of leave our elderly generation behind. Mm-hmm. At that point, everyone for a retirement party, you've got that corporate money and you've got at the highest of your earning potential. So you have the money to splurge on a quality high-end song.
Yes, it's better than a gold watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I love that. And it doesn't have to be anything good. It could just be like, you're not working here anymore. You're retired.
Hobbies. Let's talk about hobbies.
You do the rap break in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I think you're exactly right. That is a niche.
Yeah. It's retired parentheses, not gonna work.
Yes. How about a song for like a big new purchase? Like, congratulations, you bought a new house or maybe a car.
Things you might have bought.
Yeah. And it's like, that's something we need to celebrate it. Mm-hmm. We're going to gather. We're going to sing to you. We're going to have some cake. Mm-hmm. We're going to sing this song.
Uh-huh. Also, is there like a Sweet 16 song?
There is, but the problem with Sweet 16 songs is they were all written by like 55-year-old men who are basically like, you're almost legal. It's like a real subgenre of music from the 60s.
Yeah.
A lot of guys being like, can't wait to kiss my 16-year-old girlfriend.
We've been courting.
I am looking at you.
Yo, God. Ugh.
You're okay to kiss now that you are sweet 16. Don't let my age or my 2 ex-wives make you upset. Imagine, or there's also You Are 16 going on 17 from Sound of Music, which is Imagine gathering around a cake and everyone singing that song in unison.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we love this Hitler Youth song. Let's recruit you into our fascist regime. Yeah, that is the thing. That song can so easily become creepy. Not just in the lyrics, just the melody of it is so chromatic with so many half steps that like it becomes the way that you just sang it is a perfectly valid way to sing it that could be in a horror movie.
And counterpoint, also the lyrics are creepy.
Yeah. I think that's going to do it for us.
I think that's going to do it for us.
Thank you, as always, for listening for another week. We so appreciate it. It's time for our signature weekly segment, Earnest Moment of the Week. We have an Imatwa here that I'm going to read from Queen of Imatwas, Steph Such.
Yay. Hi, Steph.
Thank you, as always, for sending these in. Steph says, this one is dedicated to my dear friend Elise, who I got hooked on the pod last year, and I've been pushing her to start sending in Imatwas because she's a very earnest person.
Hi, Elise.
Hey, Elise, you're great. If you want to send in Imatwas, you can send them to @BeingEarnestPod on social media or beingearnestpod@gmail.com. We always need them. We always forget to ask for them. We want to hear about your lives.
Please.
She said she has trouble finding Imatwas since she spends most of her time nowadays at home alone. I told her that you can totally have earnest moments by yourself. So here's one of those dedicated to her.
Oh, yay. I love this.
I love pigtail braids.
Oh.
It's always been my favorite hairstyle, but I stopped wearing them in 6th grade because they just make me look so much younger. Every couple of years, I try them on again, hopeful I can pull them off. And every time I end up taking them out again because at 25 years old, I didn't feel like fielding the question of, are you excited to graduate high school? A few weeks ago, I'm now 29, I gave them another shot and it's time, people.
Yeah.
The baby face is gone and I'm now at the age where I can wear my pigtail braids and still look like an adult human. It's not an aging milestone most people celebrate, but I'm earnestly thrilled to have hit it. Smiley
yes,
face.
I love that.
Amazing.
That is such a good one. Pigtail braids rule. Now is the time for everyone to be finding the hairstyles that they like, that they have fun with, and that are easy as hell.
Yeah, my mom put in pigtails a few weeks ago and was like, I'm wearing pigtails because fuck it. I don't think she said fuck it. I don't think she said fuck it. I'm sorry, Wendy.
I hope she did.
Yeah. But yeah, forget
my earnest moment of the week would be your mom saying the F word. That is wonderful. And also, folks, we love to hear your earnest moments. So you can send those to us at any time, and you can send anything to us at any time. We're at Being Earnest Pod everywhere. We are at beingearnestpod@gmail.com as well. Also, we should say that No Wrong Answers is now available at Four-Sided in Chicago.
Yeah, if you are a fan of Four-Sided, this is very exciting. We are big fans. If you don't know what Four-Sided is, they're like the coolest gift and art shop here in Chicago.
Like literally half my apartment. I'm looking around this room. Half the stuff in my apartment is from Four-Sided. So this is so exciting for me.
Yeah, so if you're in Chicago, we are selling in a real brick and mortar store. Which you don't have to go into. You can get curbside pickup because it is a pandemic, but you can, that is the only way currently that you can get No Wrong Answers. If you wanted it and you're not in Chicago, you don't want to go to Four-Sided. If you've been playing it over the holidays, you think it would be good for someone else, whatever reason, go to nowronganswersgame.com and add yourself to the wait list. We're looking into doing another run, and having a wait list helps us know how many to order because we're going to order it or open up pre-orders. It's also the best way to know when we open that back up for purchase. So just go to nowronganswersgame.com and it really helps us.
Yes. Also, we should say that if you have a store that you would like to carry No Wrong Answers on, let us know.
Yeah, totally. We would love to partner with you because we make products now.
We're a company.
We're not legally a company. Thank you, as always, to Ryan Cruz for our beautiful logo. She's at RB Cruiser on Instagram. And to Dylan Dutch for our beautiful theme song. He's at Dylan Dutch on Twitter. And you can find his music under the name Death Love anywhere you stream music. And until next week, hey everyone, we're Vitamin Pot Pie. Can we get a suggestion of anything at all?
Thank you, everybody.
Have a good week.
Bye.